What a good dog. Oh, what a good baby. Okay, so I'm making a video about morning routines. As you can see, I am still in my bed. There's my dogs. Hi, dogs. And here's my bed. There's a box of snacks on the bed because my best friend from LA, Kate, sent me a box of snacks because she loves me and that makes me happy. There's also my cat and just my room, you know, my kind of messy room. The laundry in the corner is still there, except it's clean now, so that's good. And I folded a basket, Ben and I folded a basket about that size last night, so, you know, good job us. But yeah, I'm still in my pajamas. I'm in my bed. It is 12:30 in the afternoon. And that's kind of why I wanted to talk about morning routines. I feel like a lot of people get this thing about morning routines. Hold on, I'm going to flip the camera around. Anyway, a lot of people get this thing about morning routines where their morning routine has to be serious and, I don't know, educational and include a lot of effort, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. But that's bullshit. It's not helpful. If your morning routine is hurting you or making you feel bad for yourself or about yourself first thing in the morning, that's not what it's for. It's supposed to set you up for the day and make you feel successful. It's not supposed to punish you into being a better person. A, that's impossible. And B, it's unnecessary. You're fine how you are. You know, if you want to learn new coping skills or if you want to build habits or something, you know, that's obviously amazing and that's great. And the quickest way to fuck up your new habit building routine is to make that habit feel like torture. My morning routine comes from years of working on things that make me happy, and then it also comes from change. You know, my morning routine used to be wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the gym, run on the treadmill, drive to the gym, get up, get dressed, drive to the gym, run on the treadmill, drive back home, take a shower, get all my stuff done, and then sit in 45 minutes of crappy LA traffic. And that's what worked for me at the time, actually. And, you know, during the summer months, I changed it. You know, I would go to the beach because I lived close enough to the beach, and I would run along the strip. And that was wonderful. And I got to run, you know, as the sun came up over the beach in California. That's not my morning routine now. My morning routine is very sedate because, you know, one of the things that was happening to me in California that required early morning runs on the beach was that my day was extremely stressful, but also extremely sedentary. That's not really the case for me now. My day is not that stressful, and it's also not that sedentary. I move around a lot during the day. Even here during quarantine, where the only place I move around is my home and my garden, I still have a lot of movement during my day. And I don't have a lot of stress. I mean, this situation is extremely stressful, obviously, but, you know, the stress I have in general is the good stress. It's the stress that I have where I can control what's going on. I can make big choices. I own my own company. You know, even if I'm struggling with something, it's mine. I invented it, you know? That's the kind of stress that actually doesn't harm you as much as being in middle management or being in a situation where you have supervisors or bosses that are demanding something from you that you are going to have a lot of trouble delivering on. So, my morning routine is there to center me and keep me operating, you know, even in sort of isolation and a vacuum, which I was already operating in a sort of isolationist vacuum before because I am the only employee at both of my companies right now. So there's no one to bounce ideas off of. There's no one to keep me on track. It's all very internal. So I have to do a lot of internal work. So my morning routine is I don't have an alarm. Because of my insomnia, any amount of sleep I get is just kind of a blessing. So I don't wake up with an alarm. I tend to wake up between 9 and 10 in the morning. I literally lounge around. I read. I check. I don't check social media anymore because of this quarantine. I found that it was more stressful than affirming. I used to check social media because I found it very affirming to sort of like check in with my people. But I've put that on hold right now during this time. But I read fiction, I read blogs, Then I get out I have this guy right here. I don't know if you can see it. My camera work is crap. Oh, let's move this cup. I have this thing, which is a combination of a Bluetooth keyboard and a Lenovo, I think it's a Lenovo. No, it's an LG tablet that I type my morning pages on because writing hurts my wrist anymore. And then after I type my morning pages, I get this guy, my planner, and I write in my planner what my priorities are for the day. This is before any contact with the outside world in general. I mean, this morning I realized I was really, really hungry halfway through my morning pages. So I got up, I went to the kitchen. I already had coffee because my husband makes me coffee in the morning sometimes, which is lovely. And I recommend finding a partner who does that for you. But then after that, I went into the kitchen, took my coffee. I read, made breakfast, I ate breakfast, and then I came back and finished my morning pages. After morning pages, I check my email. I get rid of any like spam or things that I'm not going to read or things that are unnecessary. I write down anything I need to take action on. And then after that, I decide how my day is going to start. So it's noon, but I have my entire day planned. And for someone who doesn't sleep that much and who doesn't wake up until, 10, and who doesn't really get moving until 11, having your day planned in the first hour of the day is really nice. That's why I shift my hours down into the afternoon and evening, because that's when my mind is really active. If I tried to do the work I am going to be doing at between 2 and 6 p.m. tonight, if I tried to do that work now, it would be slow, meticulous, difficult. It would be like pulling teeth. But what happens is when I can sort of like arrange my day in the morning and get all my tasks in order, then I can go and like read and lounge and like fold clothes or whatever I need to do. And it's much more relaxing because I know what I'll be doing later on in the afternoon. So that's my morning routine, and that's how I came across it. And it's not going to be my morning routine forever. I'm not going to be one of those people who just has the same morning routine for their whole life, because I'm not going to have the same kind of life for my whole life. There are different things I have to do in response to basically my different circumstances. All right, I hope that was helpful. See you later.